Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. And if you have been in any area recently that got hit with weather, a lot of churches have had to go back into COVID mode. I posted a video about this. I know Monty posted a video showing how to do this. And one thing I will honestly say, it seems like we're so far removed from COVID, we forgot about a lot of stuff that we learned and skills that were developed during COVID, as well as equipment. Now, I know a lot of people bought stuff during COVID that ultimately has been upgraded, and now that's become your media ministry equipment. I'm not knocking that. Personally, I don't really throw away any of my old stuff. I might donate it to other people, but that's where I think this is important. In this video, I want to show you how to have a portable, I don't want to call it a bug out bag. I'm thinking about Zombie, the video game. But anyway, a backpack that will actually give you a mobile media ministry. Yeah, I think I like that better. A mobile media ministry backpack. Um, MMM3MB or something like that, mobile ministry backpack, to where it has everything inside of it so that if we had bad weather, everything inside this backpack will allow you to have a high quality live stream that can be recorded. You have scripture, you have lower thirds, you got all that stuff with you. If there's not bad weather, the same backpack can be taken if you go to another ministry that does not have any streaming equipment, does not have any recording equipment, and you want to be able to record and stream your pastor, whether he or she is at a revival or a guest minister, wherever, and you're able to do that same stuff. This is one thing that I think every ministry should have because it's great to have it when you don't need it, and it's horrible to need it and not have it. And I think that's what happened with a lot of folks when this weather kicked in. So let me go over and just show you some of the basics of what I intend to try and do with this setup. Now, if you want me to do something even cheaper, let me know. It'll be kind of hard to just do multiple iterations. This stuff can change in any way, shape, or form. All right. So let's go over here to draw.io or diagrams.net. Everybody always asks me, AJ, what app are you using? Draw.io or diagrams.net. That's where it is. All right. So we're going to say this is our mobile media ministry backpack number one. All right. So the main focus is I'm going to assume that you have access to a laptop. If not, when we go to look at these products, I will link one that is not super expensive that can do what you need to do. So we're going to have our laptop, and this is mainly going to be for our presentation software. You can pick whichever software you want. I've been meaning to get to do a review for Free Show. So for the people who are asking, it's coming. All right. So you can do Free Show, Pro Presenter, Presenter, Easy Worship, Open LP, whichever one that you want. That's going to be done. Now we've been reviewing quite a few of these. And I actually got another one that's here on the floor that we're going to be doing a review for pretty soon. And that is going to be a video switcher. Now, again, yes, you could use OBS, you could do this, but like I said, this is option number one. I'm gonna go with a video switcher, and this is gonna come in around like $299 at the high end, $499, $599, but that all depends on what you're gonna do. Now, one other thing that I'm gonna do is old school. We're gonna go back and use our phone. So I have a Pixel 10 and a Pixel 8, and you can download the Blackmagic camera app, which is completely free. And depending on if the phone supports it, you can actually get one of these USB to HDMI dongles. I know the newer iPhones are USB-C, so this will work. I know with the Pixels, this will work as well too. And this will give me an HDMI out that we can plug into our video switcher. Now, again, you need to test this. So, for example, if I hook my phone up to this right now, and I am going to go into the Blackmagic camera app. So there's the app right there, and I'm going to connect the HDMI to this. I'm going to get a message. Do I want to mirror my screen? I say yes. And now if I pick that camera, we now have our phone as a high quality image. As you can see, I'm recording here, so that is live. That is giving me an option to where I can have super quality and have it come out over HDMI into my video switcher. So just be careful. Look up your phone to see if it supports this. So it's not for all of them, but I have an iPhone 14 and I have a different adapter for that one. But the same thing works with this one, and your tablet can work as well too, as long as it supports it. So that way we don't have to worry about anything buying a new camera unless you want to. I will show that as an option. And we'll get ourselves a tripod. I'll just use this triangle here to simulate one, especially if you're getting the phone. And you might even still have one of these laying around from COVID. Um, I have a lot of people that have still have theirs. All right. So we're gonna have that little adapter there. So we got USB in here, and that will give us an HDMI out into our video switcher. And then our computer is connected the same way, so we can add scripture and lyrics inside of here. And the video switcher is going to handle the streaming, because a lot of the video switches that we talked about, and this is the reason I'm doing this instead of using OBS, because it has the hardware built in that it can handle multiple streams. So as long as you have an internet connection, you can do that. Now, AJ, what I don't have an internet connection where I'm at? This is where you might need to change from using your phone for this, but I'm just gonna assume that they have internet there. But we'll make some other options as well too. We've done a review on a couple of these. I have a travel router here, my original one here. We just did the review of the unified travel router that will work as well too for this. This will allow us to hook this up into our switcher, and then we can stream out to the internet to wherever we decide to go, right? That will allow that happen. If this does not work and they don't have internet, this is where we could take another cell phone if you have one, or this one, and then that can be tethered into here, and then that can become our internet source. So we got multiple options. So this travel router will now give internet to our video switcher, our laptop, and boom, there we go. So this is going to be USB to HDMI. All right. So there we go. So now that's going to allow us to stream to multiple places as well. Now, if you don't do anything like that, you could get something like this. And this is the small camera that we did a review for before. This is coming in right at around like $330. The reason I suggest this at this point, if you have access to a camcorder, that will also work as well too, but it doesn't look like they're really making any good high quality camcorders like from the Panasonics, the Canons, the Sonys that I used to recommend a long time ago that were in the $300 price range. So in that same price range for a camcorder, you can get something like this, and you can put this on that same tripod, and you have HDMI out, USB out, and boom, there you go. One last thing that I would also include is a form of microphone. So I have my DJI Mic Mini that goes for 199, but last time I checked, it's going on sale for half price. So you can get two microphones and everything and receiver for $80. That's the last time I looked at it. But that will allow you to have a mic on the your speaker, your preacher, whoever, and you can now I've done this before at graduations. I'll put a mic clipped onto the podium, and then you could have another one. And I'm gonna give you two options because you can get the two mic set or you can get the one mic set, and you can save yourself some money. And we'll have that receiver hooked up, and now you have your own type of audio that you can control, a higher quality that's going to be on their speaker. Your pastor, he or she will be wearing that, and then you got clear audio that you can do some stuff with. Now, if you have access, you could always, if they have somebody at the media ministry, you can pull from their system and get clear audio if you want to do that. I like doing this because, again, this is dual purpose. This is if you need to take this somewhere else and say you're at home or they're at their house and they need to be able to stream this. You know, I mean, you could also do this in a Panera Bread. That would almost be kind of distracting, or a library. Well, somewhere like a rented room in the library, you could do something. But that would be my setup for that. And we can always interchange this out. So this could be internet tethering if need be. And then this would be, your camera. If you have a phone, you could do it that way. If not, you can pick another camera. All right. So that's it. So let me go here and let's go to Amazon and let's pick out some stuff of how we can make all of this stuff work. All right. So first, I'm gonna go with let's look up some video switchers. Now, again, I have done quite a few reviews of them. A bunch of them. You just got to pick the one that suits your needs. So you have the OC Go Stream. You got this one. You got the A10 Mini Pro. Now, me personally, I would almost want to put some more money into this so that I don't have to worry about having a portable screen so I can actually see what's going on. So I know I've done trying to see. I know I've done the AV ones and a bunch of other ones that are in that price range. But let me just stick with the OC Go for right now, and I'll add a portable monitor because that's like $70. So we want to stay under that $1,000 price. So let's say we go with this. We need to have a mobile monitor. And this one is even going for $50. We'll go with that one. All right. And that comes with the cables. We probably need to have an adapter for that, but let's do our travel router. I'm gonna go with the exact same one that I have. This is the one I got, and it's $35. All right. And we need a phone tripod. Nothing super fancy, but it can repurpose itself if we change to a different type of camera. And I'm just looking for the top to see how it clips on. So that's a holder. If this has a quarter thread at the top, I think this will work. So I'm just going to go with that one right now. All right. Now let's refresh and make sure we got everything. Oh, we need the mics. Um, I'll do it the mic mini. Let's see if they're still on sale. And yes, it is. Two of them for $80. The exact same ones that I have that also have a USB connection so that if you were just doing your phone, you could actually connect it directly to your phone if you really wanted to. So we got that. Our mic. What else? Got a mic. We need our USB adapter. So that would be USB to HDMI anchor. We got that one. And then this is a 4K camera from AVCans. And there it is. That's $350. That's going to be probably the most expensive item in here. Now let's refresh. Do we have everything? We got our mics. We got our tripod. We got our adapter if we decided to need that. Mics. We have our video switcher. The laptop is already included. I'm assuming that you already have that. And then we have our travel router. So outside of a couple of cables, let's do that. So let's say we go with this. Let's do a USB-C power plug that will power our camera and our router. So we and our screen. So if we have 3 outs, that can work. So something like this would give us enough plugs. I'm looking for a non-sponsored link, mainly because of the way my router is set up, it doesn't like that. So this is the exact same one that I have, but can we find something that's a little bit cheaper? Let's go with this one. And it's a 2-pack, so you got multiple ones here. So we got a cable for our monitor that's already gonna come with that. That'll plug in. Have one for our AVCAN's camera, and we also have one for our travel router. All right, that's it. Now, if we had to do a laptop, and I think the other thing I forgot is we need a bag to carry this all in. I am looking for a new laptop, at least 16 gigs of memory, especially with the memory being crazy right now. Get as much memory as you possibly can. I want an AMD processor because Intels are still bad at this time. Can I see something that's sub $500? So if you needed something, maybe this Lenovo. I don't know that brand, so that's why I don't want to stick to that. I want to stick to something I do know. I personally have an Acer, and it popped up. Now that's renewed, so no. Renewed means that somebody else had it and they updated it and cleaned it up so somebody else can buy it. So it's used. And again, it doesn't really matter. I just don't like referencing a product that I have not touched yet. So maybe something like this, but let's just stick with the Lenovo for right now. So with this one, you're talking about $400. I'm gonna add this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say, please make sure that you already have a laptop and this will work. And we need a tech backpack that will fit all the stuff in here. Need to have some cushions in there that can protect everything. Um, I believe this one will work because the laptop and the monitor can go in this back pocket right there. And then the video switcher can go in this front pocket. And I mean, this middle pocket. And then the camera can go right above it. And then you got a bunch of cables and stuff like that. So you can pick your poison on what color that you want. Let's say I'm going to go with this tan one right here. No, it jumped up in price. We want to keep our price in. I like blue. No, well, we'll stick with the black one because that's the cheapest option. All right. So let's look at our shopping cart. And so we got our tech bag to hold this stuff. I'm gonna save this for later just to remove this because assuming that you already have a laptop, but I'll link that down below if you're interested in needing one. So right now we are under $1,000. We have a backpack, we have our power plugs, we got cables, we have a camera that we could use that's a standalone. And actually, hold on, we need a HDMI mini to HDMI cable. And that's not mini, it's micro, excuse me. And it's a 6 foot. Mm, we'll go with that. Well, actually, let's go with a 15 foot, just so we have the extra length if needed, if we're not close to something. All right. So now let's go to our shopping cart. Let's see what we got. We got our cable that's gonna hook up our camera. We have our mic situation. We got a tripod. We got our switcher. We got a portable monitor, and we have this. The only thing we do not have is a way to record all of this. And let me do a refresher here on the Ghost Stream, yeah, it does have a SD card in the front. So let's do a 512 gigabyte SD card. And you might not even need to go this big. What I'm looking for is the number. Different drives give you different speeds. So, okay, and this comes with an adapter, and this is the exact same one that I have. So we'll add this. So now we can have a card inside of the Ghost Stream, and we can also record. So if they're at home, you can plug this in and you can record everything. All right. And I'm assuming you got an HDMI cable somewhere, so that will work as well too for connecting your laptop into this running presentation software or PowerPoints or whatever. All right. So this is our bug out bag that we can take with everything minus the laptop. You're sub $1,000 with everything. Now this is similar to the system that being set up over at Antioch as a podcast studio. Outside of the Roadcaster that I had originally that I sold them, I have my old Lark mobile stuff there, and then the A10 Mini Pro. You could go with the A10 Mini Pro, which is $50 more. You can only stream to one location with it, and you lose a lot of features that I think that going with the Go Stream or something like that, which is actually $50 cheaper, is going to be allow you to do. That can stream to multiple locations. The ATEM can only stream to one. So that's about it. I really think that some iteration of this every ministry should have in case of emergencies. If you have bad weather, if you're going traveling a different location and they don't have anything, you can at least still record and stream that service to your congregation and more importantly to the whole world at large, because that message is still probably important that people need to hear, or you can record it for your archives and upload it later. But if your ministry has something like this, leave a comment down below and make a list of what do you use. Or if you don't have anything like that, are you thinking about using something like this? And a last one, if you want me to do different price ranges of this, say, if can we do this for less than $500? Let me know, and maybe we'll do another video about that. Link is down below to everything that I suggested in this video. And I think that's about it. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on next video. Later.